Hello, my name is Isabel Dawson.
And I'm Brenna Parson.
Today we're going to be talking about Victor Bussier's painting called Lilacs. It was painted in approximately 1840.
And it was painted somewhere between Paris and rural France. It's not really certain where he was from. He did reside in both those areas as well, though. Obviously, we have to talk about the era this was from. It was a time leading into Impressionism, but we're not sure what he was going for with the style as well.
With Impressionism, color would start to take over from line and things would start to get less detailed. So it's interesting because in this painting you can start to see hints of that. You can still very clearly identify the flower, which Impressionism you might not be able to, but there are some areas not as detailed, and there is a very popping color in this.
Yeah, around the right side, down the frame of the painting, you can kind of see that it kind of gets very messy, especially at the bottom. You can't really tell where anything is.
That bottom right corner is very interesting. There's some messy paintwork along the frame, and in the background color for a section seems to be testing out different colors very haphazardly, as if he was testing colors, or if it was a mistake. It's very interesting, this awkward background color.
Yeah, you can see it towards the middle. It's very light green mixed with the pale yellow that you see at the top, and it's kind of like, oh, is that a leaf? Is it a background? It's really hard to tell, and it's kind of gives you you don't really understand what's going on, and it's hard as viewers of paintings.
There's definitely a painterly quality to it, though.
Yeah, for you have this leaf in the middle and the middle bouquet. They seem both very detailed and very bright, and you can definitely see that this is a very beautiful painting. And then you move over your head just like a few inches to the right, and it's very, what is happening? Like, there is so many colors and differences of brush stroke, and so you kind of see like a transition even just in this painting.
But the middle bouquet especially does seem to come out towards you a lot. The leaves are overlapping a painted frame along the edge of the painting.
Yes, and even the stems are, which is kind of very confusing when you look at the painting. You're like, is that stem in our world then? Would that be? Or is it between the painted frame and the actual frame of the painting?
Yeah, are the lilacs coming through the painting or back the opposite direction?
It's hard to tell.
Get confusing there. Some other interesting qualities of it include a term that's typically applied to music, actually.
Synesthesia.
Yeah. Which is appealing to one sense to appeal to other senses, and you can tell, like, just from the visual of the lilacs, you can almost smell them and feel them. Yeah. They are done in a very beautiful way.
They are very realistic, and as you said, they come out at you, so you're kind of like, oh, they're right there, and sadly, you cannot smell them, however. I think another interesting aspect is that Bussière was painting lilacs, even. Lilacs were found in Asia and in the Middle East, and a botanist named de Busbis, French is very hard for me, he actually brought them from Istanbul to Vienna, and then they went to the Vienna courts, and then he also brought them with him to France, which also went to the French courts, and so it's very interesting to see them in a still life painting versus a royal portrait.
Mm-hmm. Another interesting is that there is only one flower type in this painting. Really common in this era were a bouquet of multiple types of flowers in a fancy vase to instill some class to it. But this isn't trying to be more than a flower painting in any sense of the word. Many bouquets had some initial paintings or sketches of a single flower in preparation for that bouquet piece, where they would paint a single flower before it wilted so that they'd practice it for their bouquet. Yeah. But this doesn't seem to even be that. It's very much a full-up painting of lilacs.
Yeah, and it's very going back to nature, and that was a common theme that you kind of saw when you got to America. Though this is painted in French, it's kind of
France.
it's sort of, nature is coming at you. It's taking up the whole frame. It's very wild. There are a lot of leaves everywhere. The bouquets are very strange, different in different places, though they are very round, so it's kind of idealized more to be like a perfect bouquet of flowers, especially with the colors. They're very ready, uniform in each bundle, except for a few seem to
Yeah, within
break
a few
off.
bundles, you can tell the color seems to change between like a lighter blue and this purplish color.
And then there are a few that just have some pink in them, and it's very interesting, especially towards the center. In the middle bouquet, at the right side of it, you can kind of see there's a lot of pink there, when the rest of it seems to be more blue-purple.
Thank you very much for listening.
Yeah, thank you so much.